guys, it's Bro You Whack. In the middle of the 30-minute Star Watch event held by the Overwatch team, they just randomly told us that Overwatch's 2 PvE is getting canceled. There's a lot that we need to unpack here because the Overwatch team did a terrible job at trying to deliver the news that the PvE for Overwatch 2, it is getting canceled. The original promise that we had back in 2019, almost 3 years ago, is getting completely changed.
We won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just aren't in our plans anymore.
Here's how everything is going. Aaron Keller and Jared went on with Mr. X to talk about the next 3 seasons for Overwatch 2. This includes Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, and they included a roadmap for everything to come, but what they didn't really fully communicate is that they're completely changing how they're going to be delivering PvE. You see, the original thing that they told us back at BlizzCon 2019 was that they were going to sell us a full-blown campaign mission of the likes of a Halo mission or a Zelda mission or really any single PvE typical story-based campaign mission. They were going to sell us in the form of an Overwatch 2 full story mission campaign. This included most notably skill trees or talent trees or whatever they're called, where you had different abilities for every hero, like possibly like even 20 different kinds of abilities, and they were really cool, and some of them were already done. Like, you're literally seeing gameplay from Blizzard with Reinhardt and Tracer and Mei of some of these abilities and talent trees in action. But then somehow during the 3 years, they just decided, nope, we're no longer doing talent trees, we're no longer doing that big blown campaign where it focused on heroes. We're not doing any of that no more.
But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge. And there really is no end in sight, or defined kind of end date where we can put that out.
And they decided to just throw this in the same exact developer update of Star Watch, a week-old game mode. That was fun, that was great, but the thing that we have all been waiting for, just randomly, like, here, no, we're changing it, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. 3 years of waiting, and we're not getting what we were promised, but we are getting something. Oh, trust me, we're still getting story missions, and that's what the rest of this video is supposed to be talking about, because while the original PvE is canceled, they didn't really do a good job of telling us how they're going to be delivering this, but we're still getting story missions, because now we gotta look at the roadmap of what's to come. And normally I like to go in order, but what you care about and what I care about is PvE, so we're gonna be skipping Season 5 for now, even though there's great content like a new cinematic reveal. That's gonna be great, featuring Sojourn and her dog Murphy. That's great, but we need to focus on Season 6, because obviously the big, bold thing here is story missions. That's obviously PvE, but randomly in what I think is gonna be in the middle of August, because Season 5 is gonna be coming out in a couple of weeks, and then Season 6 happens about 8 or 9 weeks. So in August, you can expect PvE to drop, but again, not the full version that we were promised back in 2019. And with the title of story missions, what I'm gonna guess is gonna be happening is that they're going to be releasing campaign missions periodically, like every other season, every 3 seasons. I don't really know, because they weren't really clear on how they're going to be distributing this, is that they were going to be releasing bite-sized missions for us to play. So rather than having a 10-hour campaign mission sold to us like how you did with Halo and all these other single-player games that we've had in the past, rather we're going to be getting 1-hour story missions to play every season, every other season. Again, I don't really know how they're going to be releasing it, and they're going to be probably focusing on specific heroes. Like the very first mission, I'm going to be guessing, is going to be the playable story mission that they had at BlizzCon in 2019. Again, 3 years ago. But then we see in Season 7 that they don't talk about more story missions at all. They talk about a new tank hero, that's great. They talk about a new winter event, Roadhog rework, summer rework, but they don't mention any more story missions. So what I'm going to be guessing is that maybe they release it every even season or every odd season, because it wouldn't really make sense to release a brand new hero and new story missions unless that is how they want to do it. So my guess is that they're going to be releasing a couple of story missions in Season 6, maybe 1 or 2 more in Season 7, take a break for an even season, and then for Season 9, release even more, or maybe just 1 story mission. And what this does is make you come back into Overwatch 2, because my fear when it came to PvE, even back in 2019, was that we were going to wait years for PvE PvE and then play it in a matter of one day. We were gonna buy it or we were gonna get it. I don't know how we would have obtained it, but we would have played that PvE story mission campaign in a matter of 10 hours and then never touch it again. Rather, with this model, we're gonna continuously be playing and learning about the stories of these heroes, about Overwatch, Blackwatch, Talon, whoever they decide to throw at us, and we're continuously get the new story missions. And I'm also gonna be guessing that they're gonna be tied to the battle pass. Like, you either pay $10 and you get the battle pass and the story missions, or you pay $20 and you get the story missions and the battle pass. Again, I don't really know how they're gonna be doing it, but I'm gonna be guessing that is how they're gonna be distributing the story missions. And look, I'm probably gonna have to make a whole separate video talking about story missions and PvE basically getting canceled, at least the ones that we were originally promised back in 2019, but we have so much more to cover in the roadmap. But just know that's basically what's happening with PvE, and the story that you were originally promised back in 2019 is that no longer it's going to be a full-blown campaign, it's going to be released periodically. But along with story missions in Season 6, we're also going to be getting a new support hero, which we already knew, but hopefully he's a lot better, or they're a lot better than life. We know nothing about the new support hero, but along with this new support hero and story missions, we're also going to be getting Flashpoint, which I think is a new game mode, and Hero Mastery, which I think is going to be a training range for specific heroes, like where you learn to master heroes specifically, and you get different training ranges based on their abilities and whatnot. Like with Genji, you're going to have to wall climb a bunch and whatnot. New firing range, Overwatch anniversary coming too. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming out in Season 6. It's just met with the sad reality that, hey, what we originally promised 3 years ago is no longer coming. And then going backwards, backtracking, we have Season 5 with a brand new limited time event called Quest Watch. Again, they didn't really go into full detail talking about it, but what I'm going to be guessing is that this is going to be an old mythology little village area where we're going to have to complete like quest lines or whatnot. I'm really thinking this is going to be inspired from World of Warcraft, which if you're into WoW, then there's that. But we're also getting Sojourn's new cinematic reveal, which is surprising because you thought that she would have already had a cinematic by this time because, oh, she was released, or announced at least, with Overwatch's PvE mode back in 2019 at BlizzCon. But she's finally getting a cinematic, which is awesome because we finally get to see her dog Murphy, which is just a cute little puppy. It just sucks that he also got announced with the cinematic at the same time that PvE got canceled. Did I forget to mention the summer games are also coming back? A new comp season for 5v5, which I think is very similar to like 3v3 or deathmatch in the arcade. Also, On Fire returns. Don't know why that was removed from Overwatch 2, probably to work on PvE. Oh, wait a minute. And we have the Creator Workshop mode, which I thought we already had, but you know what? They were spending time trying to work on Overwatch 2 PvE. Wait a minute. And then beyond that, we are going to be getting a brand new tank hero in Season 8, not in Season 7 because they come out every even season. We have a new collaborative event, which I'm actually very excited about. I just kind of wish we had an idea of what it was going to be. Possibly Dragon Ball, possibly another anime event, don't really know. A new control map, which we definitely need more of those. New winter event, kind of surprised about that. Maybe it'll celebrate a different winter holiday. Roadhog and Somber are getting yet another rework, which is just so surprising. A new fan favorite mode, cinematic debuts, which is awesome because everybody loves the cinematic. Competitive mystery heroes returns, and then lore code X. I have no idea what that's about, but that's everything that you can expect from Season 7, Season 8, and onward, which honestly, when I first saw this graphic, I thought Overwatch players were eaten, but they were lied to. We were promised PvE, and we're getting PvE, but not what we originally thought we were going to be getting, and that's the most frustrating part. But before I rant into a separate video, I'm just gonna have to make a separate video talking about PvE and story missions because it's so frustrating, man. But let me know what you think about everything that's to come for the next at least 3 seasons because it's a lot, but man, what could have been. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.